And now I will read a POW MIA Recognition Day proclamation. Whereas in 1979, Congress passed a resolution authorizing observance of National POW MIA Recognition Day. And whereas that national observance now takes place annually on the third Friday of September, this year on September 16th. And whereas since 2011, the state of Idaho has required that the POW MIA flag be flown continuously over state buildings until missing members of the armed services return. And whereas Navy, Air Force, and Army ROTC units from the University of Idaho and Washington State University hold an annual recognition ceremony to honor prisoners and former prisoners of war and those missing in action. And whereas the University of Idaho will host this formal ceremony at 4 p.m. on Friday, September 16th. And whereas the University of Idaho will recognize Military Appreciation Day at its football game on November 26th this year. And whereas Americans are grateful for the sacrifices of the heroes and the loved ones who may not know the fate of missing members of our armed forces. And whereas it is appropriate to pay tribute to personnel who've never returned from combat in distant lands, to those who suffered as prisoners of war, and to all members of the military who have defended our country. And whereas the Department of Defense continues to search archives, explore foreign battlefields and burial sites, interview witnesses, and otherwise seek information about those missing from the Vietnam War, Korean War, Cold War, World War II, and other conflicts. Now, therefore, I, Bill Lambert, the Mayor of the City of Moscow, do hereby proclaim September 16, 2016 as POW MIA Recognition Day in Moscow, and I urge all residents to observe that day of honor and remembrance with the appropriate activities, including the ROTC ceremony at the University of Idaho.